Friends, the moment we were all waiting for has finally arrived. The anticipation around the third installment of the Avatar film series titled Avatar: Fire and Ash, which has been building in our hearts for months, is now slowly turning into reality. And the biggest proof of that is the massive update recently released about the film. The teaser trailer release date, the official poster, glimpses of a new tribe, and some images of a previously unseen world that had been kept hidden until now. Today, we will discuss all of this in depth, but in a much deeper and more serious manner than you might expect, because this film is not just another visual blockbuster. It is about to add another chapter to the history of cinema. So let's start with the moment that caused a stir among fans. When is the first teaser or trailer for Avatar 3 coming? For a long time, there has been speculation. Now it's confirmed that the first teaser or trailer of Avatar: Fire and Ash will be attached to the theatrical release of the Fantastic Four movie, either in July or early August. So when you watch this MCU movie in theaters, either before or after it, you will get the first glimpse of that magical, mysterious, and majestic world of Pandora, a world now filled with stories of fire and ash. Not only that, the teaser or trailer will also be released on YouTube and other digital platforms the same day. This is the same strategy Marvel and Disney previously used with Doctor Strange 2 and found success with. Now let's talk about the first official poster of the film, which went viral online the moment it was released. If you look closely at this poster, you can clearly feel a new kind of aggression and mystery. There's no anger on the face, but rather a sense of confidence. Flames burn in the background, but there's calm in the eyes. This contrast tells us that the characters this time won't just be defensive or innocent, but some will be burned, some broken, and some driven by deeper motives. The Fire Tribe character shown in the poster is entirely new, and there are strong hints that this character will play a powerful role in the film. Along with this, the 5 images that were released have ignited a fresh energy among fans. In the first image, a woman is seen flying with a new kind of creature, perhaps something dragon-like, but something we've never seen before. The second image shows massive balloon-like structures that resemble balloons found on Earth, but they seem to hold a mysterious energy. In the third image, our familiar characters Jake and Neytiri are seen heading toward a new location, and the structure of that place is clearly different from the rest of Pandora, indicating that Pandora this time will appear even larger and more diverse. Now let's talk about the Fire Tribe. Some are also calling them the Ash Community. This tribe has never been seen before, not in the first 2 parts, not in any game, and not even in any official merchandise. The name of the tribe itself is a clue: Fire and Ash, a force that not only gives light but can also bring destruction. This time the story will revolve around them. According to director James Cameron, this tribe is not only new, but its morality also falls into a gray zone. That means it's not necessary that they are villains, but they're not heroes either. Their temperament, thinking, and behavior are completely different from the other Na'vi tribes. It's possible they might turn out to be more dangerous than the humans, but it's also possible that their strength might become the last hope for the other tribes. Looking at these images and posters, one more thing becomes clear. Pandora now feels bigger and more unknown than ever, just like we saw floating mountains in the first part and the underwater world in the second. In the third part, we will witness a realm of fire and ash, and if we examine the structure of Pandora, even in our own solar system, we have planets like Jupiter, which means, in other words, Pandora is 1,300 and extraordinary world that shows its moon face every time. And when we talk about Pandora, the question arises: what new things will we see this time? According to the director's past interviews and leaked info from the set, this time we'll see creatures related to fire along with the Fire Tribe, such as massive beings living in lava or birds that look like flying embers. Additionally, it's being said that the women of the Fire Tribe are especially skilled in combat and have a unique religion and culture that is completely opposite to the other Na'vi tribes. This time, we'll see significant differences in language, music, attire, and behavior as well. All this information so far is spoiler-free, but what has been shown is enough to indicate that Avatar: Fire and Ash is not only bringing a new world, but also a new mindset, new energy, and a new challenge. And perhaps for that very reason, this film is not just going to be a visual treat, but also an emotional and philosophical journey. Now that the trailer and poster have been revealed, fan expectations have grown even higher. Everyone is wondering whether Jake and Neytiri's team will be able to join forces with the Fire Tribe to confront the external threat. And will we see the humans' role explored even deeper this time? Will the Fire Tribe help, or will they betray? And the biggest question, Will the world of Pandora once again prove to be beyond our imagination? The answers to all these questions will come to us gradually, but one thing is certain. This time, the journey is going to be even more complex, awe-inspiring, and emotional. What stands out the most after watching the trailer is the background score, which this time sounds even more cinematic, heavy, and filled with suspense. It feels like every beat is revealing a mystery and every frame is nurturing a new story. As soon as the first story reached that turning point, where the air of Pandora was filled with the scent of ash, we pick up the tale right from where the first journey ended. Neytiri still had tears in her eyes, and within Jake, the worry of a father and the fire of a warrior were burning side by side. The mystery of the Ash tribe had now fully unraveled, but their intentions had grown even more dangerous. They were no longer confined to the forests of Pandora. Now they were moving toward the oceans as well. Neytiri's sacrifice had shattered the entire family, but that pain had also made them stronger. Jake no longer wanted to just fight. He wanted to win for his children, for his people, and for Pandora. The story now takes us down a new path, where the Metkayina clan and a few other tribes form an alliance to stop the spreading toxic influence of the Ash tribe. In this new mission, Loak and Tuk's roles become bigger than ever. Loak is no longer seeking revenge for his brother's death. He now wants to protect a new world. Tuk, who was the youngest, had now become the emotional strength of the family. Her innocent heart had turned into a symbol of hope and courage. In this new chapter, director James Cameron showcases the depths of Pandora that had never been revealed before. Not just forests or oceans, but now the story reaches down to the underground, to burning volcanoes and valleys of ash. The Ash tribe's technologies were acquired from humans, but they've made them even more dangerous. They've now covered their bodies in ash and fire, making them nearly untouchable. Even brushing against them could be deadly. Their goal is not just to rule Pandora. They want to transform it into a new civilization of fire. Jake and Neytiri now rally every ally who had once fought for Pandora. Even former enemies join them this time, because the Ash tribe is now a threat not just to one clan but to the very soul of Pandora. This time, arrows and strength alone won't be enough. Pandora will be saved through emotion, sacrifices, and the smart use of technology. There's a powerful scene where Jake stands in front of his son's memorial and says, "Even if this land turns to ash, I'll still fight for you, Neytiri." Neytiri rises to a whole new level in this film. Her pain, her rage, and her resolve make her not just a mother, but a goddess-like figure. When she challenges the leader of the Ash tribe in the final battle, there's no fear in her eyes, only the brilliance of truth. The war is no longer just physical. It becomes a battle of souls, and the soul of Pandora finally goes through its most difficult test yet. The cinematography of this film takes the audience deep into the world of fire and ash. Just like the first glimpse of Pandora mesmerized us with shades of blue, this time the movie paints a new kind of poetry through flames of brown, orange, and black. In this third chapter by James Cameron, there's a rare balance of technology and emotion that's hard to find in any science fiction film today. Now let's talk about the film's official details. Avatar: Fire and Ash is set to release in the United States on December 19, 2025. The film's budget is around $400 million, making it one of the most expensive films ever made. The cast includes Sam Worthington as Jake Sully, Zoe Saldana as Neytiri, Sigourney Weaver as Kiri, Kate Winslet as Ronald, Cliff Curtis as Tonawari. And this time, the newest and most attention-grabbing face is David Thewlis, who will be seen playing the leader of the Ash tribe. The film is expected to perform exceptionally well at the box office. In the US market, its opening weekend collection could be close to $200 million. And over the long run, the film could gross between $700 to $850 million in the US alone. Globally, it could easily surpass $2 billion because the Avatar franchise still holds as much power as it did when the first film released. Friends, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.